affection upon my words.
Yep.
Desire them, and ye shall be instructed.
Yeah, the Heavenly Father's desire the words of the Heavenly Father, and you shall be instructed. There's not going to be gray area with the Heavenly Father. He's going to make his ways plain and straightforward so you're not all confused, because he's not the author of confusion. These all these multiple ways of Christianity and the ways to understand the Bible are the confusion. We make it straight and plain. He wrote it straight and plain. That's why we're able to teach it straight and plain. But our people still don't want to do it. They'd rather run off. Matter of fact, Hosea will work also.
I got this was go ahead. Isaiah 30.
Okay. Go ahead.
Verse 12, wisdom is glorious and never fadeth away. Yeah, she is easily seen of them that love her,
Yep.
and found of such as seek her. She prevented them that desire her, in making herself first known unto them.
Yep.
Whoso seeketh her early shall have no great travail, for he shall find her sitting at his doors. I'm going to go down to verse 20. To think therefore upon her is perfection of wisdom.
Yeah, to think upon wisdom is how you perfect it, how you figure out how do I operate this in my life. That's what the words of the Heavenly Father will give you. The ways of the world are not going to give you that. Okay, it's not going to allow you to see what's happening in the earth and then line it up according to the scripture to see the future, to be able to foresee the future.
You got to contemplate, meditate these scriptures.
Yeah.
You know?
And then you can,
And then,
the Bible gives you the
like I
the
said,
big
his
picture.
wisdom will be at your front door, your doorstep. Meet you. Come.
And whoso watcheth for her shall quickly be without care.
Yeah.
For
They
she
gonna be, hey, Jake, you run around stressed. You know, our people run around stressed because they don't know which way is up. But when you're given this word, guess what? Now you're like, I got just enough to make it pop. I ain't got room for bullshit. You know, I got just enough to do what I need to do, and then the rest will line itself up.
Hey, Yahweh Shem Yahushua is not the author of confusion. Alright? For she goeth about seeking such as are worthy of her.
Yeah.
Showeth
Basically
her.
looking for the elect.
That's right.
But you gotta get tried to see if you have a malicious soul or not,
Yep.
which you can rest in.
Showeth herself favorably unto them in the ways, and meeteth them in every thought.
Yep. If you just out there, like you said earlier, impulsive and just do this, you do that, you do that, no, this way. You doing all of that, man. That's not what this does. This word and wisdom will have you contemplate first, like, okay, let me put wisdom on this. Now I shouldn't do that one. Oh, okay, I should do it this way. I should do that the righteous way. But it'll meet you in every thought on how to operate to do it. These scriptures should come to mind and guide you how to move righteously.
For the very true beginning of her is the desire of discipline.
Yep. Discipline means a boundary. You know, a boundary that you shouldn't be crossing. Now that's one of the definitions of the word. You know, but if you do cross that boundary, then you are disciplined, which is the other definition.
Disciple.
Huh?
Disciple.
Yeah, exactly. Then that's where the word disciple comes from. Discipline, right? The disciplined ones.
Yeah, to have discipline is to do the things that you feel physically it would be uncomfortable, but you're doing it for your own benefit. You know, it may be bitter, it might be uncomfortable, but you're doing it so that you can grow from it. You know, you want to see results. You know, you working in the gym, you trying to get that body. You got to work towards that. You got to have the discipline to go and put in the work to do it.
And it's painful.
Yeah.
You know? That's where you get the
It'll
word
hurt.
passion from.
Yeah.
You know? Pain.
The discipline also comes from fearing the Lord. You know, if you fear the Lord, you know, you have that discipline not to go off. You know, you'll have that healthy fear of the Heavenly Father that, you know, let me stay on this straight path, because every time I veer off to the right or veer off to the left, I get jacked up. So you're gonna have that discipline to not want to veer off, because you know the Heavenly Father's waiting there to jack your ass up.
You know, you have fear for
Yeah, you have fear for him.
And the care of discipline is love.
Yeah.
And love is keeping of her laws, and the giving heed unto her laws is the assurance of incorruption.
Corruption.
And incorruption maketh us near unto Yahweh.
Right.
Therefore, the desire of wisdom bringeth to a kingdom.
Desire of wisdom. So when you desire to have wisdom, it brings you right to the kingdom of heaven, man, because it makes you closer to the Heavenly Father who wants to bless you with the riches and the blessings of the kingdom. You know?
He wants to give us the
He
kingdom.
wants to give it to us. That's why he's like, man, we need a new covenant. I didn't mess up with them first laws, but I need a new covenant so y'all can live the right way, because we're going to be doing this shit the wrong way forever unless I implement this, man. You know? Because he wants to get to the part where he can share that power with us, but he gave it to his son, Yahweh Shai. He wants us all to have that like it was meant to be.
Yeah, he wanted people to become gods, man, knowing good and evil.
Yep.
That's why he set this whole world stage up, man. That's why he set this movie up, man.
Yep.
And this whole process has been a multi-millennial lesson.
Yep.
You know, we really had to go through all these millenniums, you know, understanding good versus evil. And you know, we've throughout that time, we're building that appreciation for balance. You know, understanding both sides, man, the duality of the Most High. So, hey, when we do become perfect, the Lord, you know, restores back to that first estate. We will be gods. Because with the serpent told Eve, he told a half a lie. That's why, in order to tell a lie, you gotta know the truth.
Right.
He showing you how charmful he is with his speech. He's very crafty. Yeah, man. He beguiled her by putting out. He mixed the truth with a lie, and she ate it. You know.
Yeah.
He said you will be as gods knowing good and evil.
Yeah,
But he lied and told her that. But you ain't gonna die though.
Yeah.
You know. And hey, the Lord used the serpent so that can happen, because it was meant for us to fall away as the sons of the Most High.
We would never learn evil unless we went through this process.
We had to fall.
Judge evil.
We had to fall in order to learn.
Yeah.
You know, we became those Nephilim. You know, the Lord said, "You are gods, but and all of you are sons and children of the Most High, but you shall die like men and fall like one of the princes." You know. Yep.
Proverbs 11:1. A false balance is an abomination of the Lord, but a just weight is his delight.
And that's what he's meant to do. He's meant to give us that full balance of it, man. We've now learned, this is the full fruition coming to pass of how bad we've lived, or how to live the wrong way. And Esau was a perfect example to teach us how to live the wrong way. But now, we gotta go and live the right way. We're gonna live it perfectly. We're gonna know the difference.
Yeah. Hey, Esau taught the world how to be completely wicked.
Yeah.
And you know, we're on the flip side. When we come to power, we're gonna show the world how to be right. You know, because it tells you that, you know, the law shall go forth, you know, out of Zion, from that high mountain, man.
Yep.
That was what was that?
Isaiah 2.
Isaiah the 2nd chapter.
I had to drop it. I wouldn't.
Which the other nations, they still gonna be wicked. You know, they still gonna do. You know, they still gonna sin.
They still gonna be flawed.
You know, they still gonna be wicked. You know, but Israelites gonna put them in check.
I mean, we're gonna implement that governing system that they're gonna have to abide by. You know, they're gonna be governed by the law, statutes, commandments. So hey, you know, they're gonna still be wicked, but the system is gonna be set in place. You know, these two men were caught in the act of homosexuality. Well, they're gonna go right to the law on that, and carry out that judgment. That's what it's gonna be, righteous judgment in the kingdom, man.
And that's how the nations are going to learn the law. They're going to see the judgments.
Yeah.
And they're going to know that, oh, you know, shit, we ain't supposed to do that. You see what happened to so-and-so and them. You don't want that shit to happen to you. So, and the nations are going to fear, because of course, we're going to have the power. But, you know, they're going to fear because of the judgments. That's why this place is so wicked, because ain't no judgment going out. You know, only judgment going out is on the Israelites, really. And it's all, you know, Esau throwing us in their damn, in their judicial system and throwing us in jails and prisons.
Yeah.
You know?
They see in the kingdom, it's not gonna be a lot of adultery. Why? Because the law is going to be in place.
Right.
Yeah.
You know, right now, adultery is just that's just it's like adultery is like a reflex in this society, man.
Yeah.
You just stumble over into some
Yeah.
you know what I'm saying, like
The comedians just tell them jokes,
Yeah.
but it's almost that I just fell into, I'm just fucking this bitch. I just fell. Like, you know,
And then,
Literally.
then afterward, you got a man.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I got a husband, but you know,
complicated.
I'm in a situation and all that stupid shit. These women is wicked, man.
Hey, it's to the point now where they be like, hey, you got a man? Yeah. Okay. Like that turns people on
Yeah.
now. Turns women into
That
their own
nigga ain't
girls.
treating you right.
Yeah.
He ain't hitting that right.
Little real
Only
nigga.
time check, yeah, real nigga.
Little real
Wicked ass shit, man.
But them heathen, they still kind of live that undisciplined life.
yeah.
They wasn't given the instruction.
right,
So
the
we gonna
ones
have
who
to
live
give
a
them
form of it is Ishmael.
What's it say?
Yeah,
Ishmael,
kinda.
They close.
one of the laws that you know they keeping.
Con.
That's why adultery don't. That
I
shit
had
ain't
to
going
break
down.
that down to somebody the other day. Like, hey, they over there killing motherfuckers
Yeah.
for committing
They
adultery.
get put to death. Even if a young girl, if she brings shame to her father's name, they put her to death. You know what? I seen something where it was out here in the States. I think it was Issachar. I think his sister brought shame to their name or their family, and the son, her brother put her ass to death. He said she was an embarrassment.
She was like a model.
Must have been doing
She was taking like some lewd pictures of herself
think
that
so, maybe.
kind of shamed the family.
Yeah.
Hey, show you how crazy it is.
Yeah. Me and Khalifa can't go back.
hell
I watched
yeah.
that interview. She can't go back over there.
And you know what's fucked up? Esau protected.
Yeah.
They won't say, okay, no, your visa's up, you out of here. He said, oh no, you can stay because
Just make a few more movies.
yeah.
It was a video that was published where it was this woman in Iran just because of she didn't rock her hijab right, hijab right.
She got beat up by?
She got beat up by the other females. The other women was whooping her ass because she didn't have it on right, like meaning it was something that was exposed that wasn't supposed to be exposed, and they disciplined her. They start fucking her up. You hear her screaming and
Hey
everything.
man, we gonna go to that type of rule.
Yeah.
In the kingdom of heaven.
Yeah.
It's all to maintain order. That's why it happens. See, over here in America, how could they do that? They're so cruel. They're so, they're so oppressive and this and that. Well, that's because you're speaking from a Western culture point of view.
Yeah, where everything is accepted
is
and just
You
violent.
have to tolerate it. You
Exactly.
have to acceptance, man. You know, I gotta accept you dressing like a slut. Man.
Yeah.
And then I'm supposed to respect you as a woman. And then if a man comes and take advantage of you,
I'm supposed to protect
I'm supposed. Yeah, we supposed to.
Now you
Yeah.
know.
Come on, man.
Hey, this world, I keep this phrase that keeps popping up in my head more and more in these times. You can't be the victim and the aggressor. Women have become the aggressor until a man meets their aggression in response, but now they're the victim when you come back out.
Yeah.
Like, you can't say shit.
Yeah.
They're being treated like Esau like they're running
Yeah,
shit.
a woman could cuss you out, could hit you,
Yeah.
but the moment you say something back or try to defend yourself, it's toxic masculinity.
Police, you whoop your ass.
Yeah.
Police come, you going to jail.
Yeah.
Like, shit, she beat me up.
hear
No,
it.
sir. She said
Somebody has to
that she
leave.
said that you started it. She said she was defending herself. You have somebody got to leave.
Somebody gotta leave. Might as well be you. This is my house. Not tonight. I saw a cop tell a man that. Not tonight, sir. Let's go. For real.
Damn.
I really saw that shit, ma'am. Then the other one said, ma'am, get your things and you should be gone in the morning. You'll be out in 2 days. You should be gone in the morning.
Yeah.
Take your kids and go.
Yeah.
And he was was crazy episode. She was out drinking with another man. He caught her and was beating her ass. Yeah. And the cops defended her. That shows you how upside down this world is.
Yep.
Bro,
And like you
That's
said,
what-
it's
that's-
like the adultery.
she said that. You know what I'm thinking?
Habakkuk 1 and 4.
And Esau making mockery of it. They got to remember the show. They call that show called Cheaters.
Yeah.
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 It's like Esau don't give a shit. Esau, they promote that out here.
Yeah.
You know?
Get Habakkuk 1 and 4.
Oh, yes, yes, man.
Habakkuk chapter 1 verse 4. Therefore the law is slack,
The law is slack.
and judgment doth never go forth.
The judgment never go forth. So people are not seeing the consequences that come with, breaking these laws, man. You know? So it emboldened them to keep doing it.
Yep.
It's like in some of those Ishmaelite countries, even them Hamite countries, you steal something, they cut off your hand. So that and that, so that's in a message. It's like don't steal.
Everything is met with discipline.
Just like that Edomite that went over there to damn, I forgot where it was.
Oh yeah, and they
He stole some shit and they whooped his ass.
He was ripping down posters.
They caned him or some
Yeah,
shit.
kinda.
Yeah. But that sends the message to you Americans that you come over here, don't be bringing that shit over here because you're gonna abide by our laws. Because that was a judgment according to was it Singapore?
Yeah.
It's Singapore laws. Just like in our kingdom, when judgment, something happens and everyone sees that the judgment, the consequence for it, they're gonna think twice about committing that sin.
Put away evil from Israel.
Mm-hmm.
That's the whole point, is to put away the evil, man. So that's why you never read too much about adultery happening in the scriptures. Because within our culture, there was zero tolerance for that, man. You was done. That's why our women they're commanded to be covered up. They're supposed to be shamefaced and dressed in modest apparel. So it doesn't invoke that sexual energy, man. And that's what this society is all about. It's all about invoking that sexual pleasure, man, lust of the eyes.
This society.
These women are freeze their pussies off just so they can get attention.
Yeah, hoes gonna be cold.
It's cold as hell out here, but you're gonna wear some poom shorts or a little ass skirt with a you know what I'm saying, with a hoodie on. You're gonna cover up this, but you're gonna leave your thighs and everything out.
All the things
That's why Mr. Hard said a woman used to come to the school with booty shorts on with fringes on.
Yeah, little mini skirts with fringes on.
Yeah, wicked, man. I got a script.
You can't. That's that same level of shamelessness. You take that energy over there to the Middle East. Them men gonna be hounds on your ass, man.
Not in the way that you want.
Hey, and that's a patriarchal culture still over there. The Oriental, the Eastern way is still patriarchal. So men are still men. Over here, men are neutered. They're emasculated or demasculated. They got to have some type of empathy for women and be all soft-hearted towards them. Well, over there, man, there ain't no respect of persons, especially with women.
Especially American women. American women go over there thinking like this is America. Shit, that bitch should probably get raped and thrown in a gutter somewhere.
Bro, did y'all see that? There was a celebration. There was a New Year's Eve celebration in Egypt, Cairo, Egypt, and there was a woman. You know what I'm saying? She had on she was even more covered up than the hoes here, but she still had like her legs showing a little bit of like her like maybe to up here. Yeah. Them dudes went nuts. She was walking through the crowd. Every dude is just touching on her, groping up on her. You know what I'm saying? Grabbing her up, and she's panicking. And
was it an Edomite woman?
I don't know. She might have been an Edomite or another Middle Eastern chick. But she thought it was kosher to really walk around. You know what I'm saying? Not fully covered up. So them men saw that and they went for it, bro. Certain men had to circle around her and escort her to a car. And even when she was getting into the car, they were still copping feels, grabbing her tits and shit.
I like that idea though.
I mean, we don't
condone that.
That's them men they were perved out. You know what I'm saying?
I don't.
You don't act like that. On those women, but that just goes to show you. And especially that's what's gonna come with that, man. You might want to cover your ass up.
I like that as a judgment to somebody that would just
now.
Like that.
Now she learned her lesson.
Just like that.
You know what? That spirit is gonna come over here in America. When all hell breaks loose,
men gonna get aggressive, man.
When all hell breaks loose, and these cops are not gonna be answering domestic dispute calls. Men are gonna go back into their natural survival state, man. And these women gonna be prey, man. They're gonna be spoils, man. So that same spirit gonna come over here to America, man.
Says women shall be ravished.
The Lord's gonna take that beta male spirit off these men, man. So, you know.
Hey, men are they're bold. Men are kidnapping women in front of people in broad day.
Yeah, kind.
They're doing that shit in broad day.
Yeah.
Just imagine when there's anarchy and lawlessness out here. You know?
Hey,
It's a 911 needs 911.
But you hoes want to drive around with your titties out?
yeah.
You know, driving literally like
Attracting
just
attention
a
to
chick
yourself.
making a video, you know what I'm saying, talking into the camera, driving with her titties like literally out with nothing on. It's not gonna be that comfortable in the day to come, man. You ain't gonna be confident to be walking around with a skin tight ass dress with no panties on underneath.
You know what's funny, bro? These women are gonna try to cover themselves, but you got hoe clothes. You ain't.
Yeah.
You
Yeah,
don't got-
kinda.
you don't- yeah.
don't
All the
fit
clothes
that.
you got is hoe shit. So
That's the standard attire for
Yeah.
women in America is whore type.
you ain't gonna find nothing to cover yourself up. You're not gonna
Kinda.
find a
Dressed like a prostitute.
Yeah.
Just because I dress this way
Yeah.
does not mean I'm a whore. No, but you're wearing a whore's uniform. So what are
No,
we
but
supposed to
you
treat
are a
like?
whore.
Yeah, kind.
Everything you do, you know. And that's just to beg the question. But the truth is, your actions and in the way you are. Hey, a haughty woman may be known by her eyelids.
Yep,
Yeah.
You
yep.
see the look of a whore in her
Yeah,
eyes,
of
man.
a
She got that
hoe.
look of wantonness everywhere.
Kind.
This is I gotta read.
Yeah.
It's First Timothy 2 and 9. In like manner also that women adorn themselves in modest apparel
Modest meaning covered up, man. Not all. I was gonna say whatnot.
with shamefacedness and sobriety.
The thing about shamefacedness is that's not to be all up in nobody's face. That's you don't want to like anybody that look at you like you're a damn ninja trying to sneak around and not get no eye contact with nobody. That's how women should be.
They got their shit covered up like a ninja over there in the
Yeah.
Middle East.
Yeah, they got the whole. You can barely see
Yeah,
your
you
eyes.
can just-
And I better not catch your eyes looking at
Yeah,
another
kind.
man over there.
Kind.
Stone your ass.
Snatch them bitches.
Yeah, bro. Man.
And these women over here, they look
The
look down
opposite.
upon that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know,
That's
they-
righteous for
And,
them.
the,
being
and these
shamefaced
women,
and humble.
these women want to walk with their man and be in every nigga face. They walk past.
Yeah, that's
The woman that just walked past
women's
here,
lib.
her man was walking and she.
Yeah, earlier.
Yeah, I'm like,
I
your
looked at
bitch,
her on
man.
purpose, like, not getting that energy from me.
That's total disrespect, man.
Yeah.
Yeah, to him. And he's disrespecting himself for not correcting it.
With shamefacedness and sobriety, not with braided hair or gold or pearls or costly array.
Nothing that's going to accentuate the looks of a woman to
Yeah.
any random man out there.
To basically draw attention.
Yeah, exactly.
You know, if you got all this fancy shit, men are gonna, but like for instance, it's certain colors that women wear that men are gonna look. A woman wears red, a woman wears pink. It's men are gonna look regardless. She could be an ugly bitch, but you're gonna be like, oh shit,
You're gonna see.
Yeah.
One wear white pants, you're gonna see that little cake.
All you need to see is skin, and
Yeah.
it
Color
automatically
of
catches
skin.
your eye. You know.
But with becometh women professing godliness with good works.
Yeah, you can't look the role of a godly woman, you know. And even if you're humble, you can't look it. It's the good works that show that you're a good woman. What good works? The works of the Bible, man. Guiding the house, teaching the younger women,
Yeah. Teaching the
to
children.
children how to
your
be
husbands.
to love their husbands, and those righteous things to help that family stay in order under Yahweh Shem
Yeah.
Yahshua.
Underneath your
Under
man.
the man, of course,
Kind.
right.
Kind.
Let the woman learn in silence with all subjection, but I suffer not a woman to teach nor usurp authority over the man, but to be in silence.
Kind.
And see, you're not supposed to be all that talk back, man. It's not where it's at. If you chose a fucked up man, or a fucked up man was chosen for you, hey, you got to roll with that.
Yep.
You got to make the better,
It
the
can't,
best of a bad
cause
situation.
that's something we always say. When a woman chooses her man, she loses.
Yeah.
You know, cause women don't know how to choose. You know, they pick off like how Israel when we picked King Saul.
Yeah.
That's how
the
women.
tallest.
Yeah, that's how women pick their
I like his
men.
hair.
Yeah, off
Is that a good man? Does
the
he
outward
feel the Lord?
appearance.
Yeah.
Kind.
Yeah, hit that, bro.
I got an example of a righteous woman. The history of Susanna.
Yep.
All right. I'm gonna read a couple verses
And
from
that's
the
the
first.
point. There's a couple, not that she was perfect, but there's a couple righteous women, man. Examples of that you women should pick up out of the scriptures to follow this better, to try to be a righteous woman and to see the good works that you're able to perform. You got it, bro.
All right, I got 3 verses I want to get into. All right, History of Susanna, chapter 1, verse 2 and 3, and I'm going to jump to 32. And it reads,
If you never
and
heard
he,
the history of Susanna, it's out of the book of Daniel. Oh, go ahead, bro.
and he took a wife whose name was Susanna, the daughter of Chelcias, a very fair woman, and one that feared the Lord. Her parents also were righteous and taught their daughter according to the law of Moses.
Right.
That's why the women in Islam, they cover themselves because they follow the laws of the laws of Moses.
As the Quran says,
Yeah.
follow the law of Moses.
Yeah. But they still go off.
Yeah, come.
Jump to 32. I'm gonna read 31.
And what did it say in the last part of that verse?
So they taught their daughter.
Her parents also were righteous and taught their daughter according to the law of Moses.
Right. So you already know that they instilled those righteous values into their daughter, man. How to be a wife and also a woman that revere or show reverence, to her husband. Women in this society, they don't have reverence.
No.
That concept is it's foreign. It's nowhere. It's non-existent.
Themselves.
All right.
Yeah.
Wait, I gotta fear you,
Right.
nigga.
You ain't nobody.
Actually,
Right.
tell the so-called black woman that's in the scripture. You're supposed to revere
not
your
my
husband.
daddy.
The queen's
ain't-
concubine slapped him with her left hand.
Not my
come on.
daddy.
Verse 31. Now Susanna was a very delicate woman and beauteous to behold, and these wicked men commanded to uncover her face, for she was covered.
Covered.
That's
That's,
right there.
being shamefaced, man.
Yep, kind.
That they might be filled with her beauty.
Yeah, they wanted to see her. Hey, let us see what you're working with, man.
And just seeing
What's up under that? What's up under that?
some of that garment right there, baby.
That lets you know right there, man. That invokes that sexual energy, man.
Yeah.
And as Elder Muwatazak says from LA, he's like any woman's curve is off limits to another man except that woman's husband.
Yep.
Any curve.
Kind.
So just seeing her ankle is too much, man. You ain't supposed to be seeing all that. You ain't supposed to be looking for that.
Kind.
She shouldn't be showing all of that.
That's right.
Let alone her hair or her certain cheekbone or whatever. She ain't supposed to be all in it like that. The unmarried women dress a certain way, and then the married women, then the marriageable age women dress a certain way, then the married women dress a certain age, and then a woman of age or a widow
It's certain
dress a
little,
certain way
certain
too.
little things that some reveal, some reveal, some don't.
You got men that
Maybe even certain colors. I don't know.
you got men that got ankle fetishes, a knee fetish,
Yeah.
you know,
Yeah,
toe fetish and
And
shit.
that now, his heart is on her.
He seen that
because
ankle,
he
he's
seen
like,
them
oh
sandals.
shit,
Oh, she got some pretty toes in them sandals.
you
I
know.
want her.
Yeah.
You know, that desire. And the Most High, if you look at the way that the laws are set up, it's set up so you don't have to be subject to that energy, that desire, that law, that coming upon you, that jealousy coming upon you, or that envy or that covetousness energy coming upon you, or somebody else's property. That whole sexual thing. That's why PDAs aren't supposed to be just pushed out there heavy, where you tonguing your woman down all in the middle of a big ass crowd, in front of kids and all of that. You know? That's off. You pushing out a bad vibration.
It's
sexual
so
vibration.
to show you how Esau, he's such a fornicator, he's such a sexual deviant.
Kind.
They don't mind doing sexual acts out in broad day.
Not
Like
in the class.
they'll literally be like they be getting it in
On
at
the bus, bro.
on a bus, at a public park, on a public park bench, on the top of a fucking skyscraper,
In the
they'll be
subway.
they'll be in a room,
Hotel room,
but
on
they'll
the
leave the whole the drapes wide
Yeah,
open,
yeah, wide
so
open.
everybody
Lights
can
on.
look into their hotel and watch them, making a porno film or
On
something.
the balcony of their rooms and shit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, man.
Hey, I saw this clip of this.
Moroccans.
I saw a clip of an Edomite chick over at some concert. There was a bunch of people, and there was two dudes laying down, and she was literally sitting on both of their faces, with skirt up, just sitting on their face, And everybody was just looking at her.
Yo,
That was on World Star Hip Hop.
yeah.
Oh, they show all type of wickedness
Yeah.
on there,
They
man.
saw people fucking in a parking at a concert in front of everybody on the lawn. Right? People, there's a vendor selling ice cream to children, and they up there suddenly trying to get it in like they just sitting on his lap. But this man's pants is down by his knees, and she's sitting on him butt naked, and she got a skirt on, and they gyrating and shit. You can see it happen.
Esau don't have a problem with it because he's a fornicator, man. He's a profane man.
Right.
This is what he does.
This is the book of Sirach, Ecclesiasticus 26 and 23. A wicked woman is given as a portion to a wicked man.
So if you got a woman that just bringing hell on you, man, hey, you gotta start examining yourself. And in Ecclesiastes, the 7th chapter said, he who pleases the Lord shall escape from her.
Yep, con.
I've been caught with a woman like that, man, and you get more fervent with the Heavenly Father and wisdom, and you take that woman out your life, man.
But a godly woman is given to him that feareth the Lord.
Yeah. Right.
And if you got a woman that fear the Lord, she's gonna go out there and basically represent. She ain't gonna leave out the house with some lingerie on to go hang out with her girls. She's not finna step outside the house with some fishnets on.
Con.
A woman like that, she has no fear.
Con.
What could you really tell a woman like that?
Because your man is supposed to be your head, like 1 Corinthians 11.
Yeah.
Yeah, you get it. But you read that to a woman, and they still won't adhere to it. They still won't take heed. There's no fear. There's no fear of the Most High in these women, man. You tell them that I'm your head. I can. You can block their prayers from going up to the Most High. They got to go through you. Really?
That the head of the woman.
Yep.
Verse 3. 1 Corinthians 11. I should probably start at the top as we normally do. It says, "Be ye followers of me, even as I am of Yahweh Shai Mashiach. Now I pray you, brethren, that you remember me in all things and keep the ordinances as I deliver them unto you." The order.
Yep.
Right? It says, "But I would have you know that the head of every man is Yahweh Shai Hamashiach, the anointed." Right?
Con.
And the head of the woman is the man.
The head of the woman. Your man is supposed to be your head.
Yep.
You're a righteous Israelite woman. And you have a man. He's your head. All right. He's your God. Not Lord.
Lord,
Excuse
yeah,
me. Yeah, your Lord.
But
Like Sarah called
Abraham.
Abraham. Yeah.
Yeah. It says, and the head of Yahweh Shai is the Most High. Yahweh.
Yeah.
So there's an order set up to Yahweh, then Yahweh Shai, then the man, and then the women.
Yeah.
And it's set up in righteous order that way because it's not of us. The Heavenly Father set it up that way.
Con.
That's what it is. But He set it up and He gave us certain things. He gave us. I'm gonna read in the further. Can we keep reading? We jump down to
The hair.
verse 5. Yep. Well, matter of fact, I read 5.
Okay.
It said, "But every woman that prayeth or prophesied with her head uncovered." Matter of fact, let me read 4 to edify that. It says, "Every man praying or prophesying, having his head covered, dishonoreth his head." Who's he dishonoring? Yahweh Shai. Okay. But every woman that prayeth and prophesied with her head uncovered dishonoreth her head. For that is even all one as if she were shaven. For if the woman be not covered, let her also be shorn or bald-headed, right? But if she be ashamed for a woman to be shorn or shaven, let her be covered. Just cover it up.
And that goes into when you pray, you women pray to your food, you pray to the Most High, your head's supposed to be covered.
Yeah.
You know, you're not supposed to, you know, like that. Remember that woman that came up here and she said, remember, I forgot.
She had short hair.
Yeah, I don't know if she had, yeah. What did she?
It was something
She
like
had a
that.
weave or something. I don't know. I'm covering her.
Tried to say that her hair was her cover.
Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
Was her
her
cover.
weave was her cover.
Yeah.
No.
That's a hair hat.
Yeah.
That's not, that don't count. A hat does count, but that don't. Because the intent is different in it anyway.
I mean, that weave,
Yeah.
that's not.
You're faking glory.
Yeah, your prayer is not getting to the Most High with that hair hat, because that hair hat come from them East Indians, them Hindus,
and
they pray to
unto-
demons
kind,
with that on. They basically shear it off in commemoration to the demons that they sacrifice to.
Right.
So really, you being a demon if you know you're doing that, man.
Yep.
Yeah, because you're seeking something that ain't true.
Yeah.
You're seeking an energy of saying that you're more glorious than you really are. Hey, even though it's an accepted hairstyle that our women have short hair, or, you know, that's a style now, or whatever. But at the end of the day, men don't really like that shit. Not real men. Men ain't really into short hair women.
They look all right on some women, but majority of men
you
want.
settle,
Yeah.
Yeah, kind.
If you think about it,
Yeah.
you
Kind.
can have a
Ancient world,
woman
that
hair
look-
down to the back of her kneecaps. You ain't gonna.
Amber Rose,
Yeah.
bald-headed
Hell
bitch.
no.
In the ancient world, that look represented mourning.
Kind.
Yeah.
You know, it was, if a woman, if her family got conquered, you know, her father got put to death.
Shave it down, and her knees.
Yeah, you know,
And that was a curse.
she was spoiled.
Yeah.
She was a spoiler of war, so that's where that look
You
come
have to
from.
give her a certain amount of time, and then she can come back.
love me. God loves y'all.
Go ahead, bro.
God loves
It
every
says,
last one of y'all. God loves every
Verse 7,
last one.
it says, "For a man indeed ought not to cover his head, for as much as he is the image and the glory of the Most High. But the woman is the glory of the man." Men are the glory of the Most High, when we're in our righteousness anyway. But the woman is the glory of the man. So that's the type of man that you get. Is your type of glory, right? That's why and then it's gonna say what a woman's glory is.
Don't it tell you, if I'm not mistaken, it might be in Proverbs 31 about the virtuous woman.
Yeah, kind. That's
Yeah.
Proverbs.
It
31.
talks about how her good works kind of, it kind of reflects
Yeah, flex
the
you.
husband.
Absolutely. Somebody grab that right now. Matter of fact, vote this up. Because that's exactly right. He will praise her amongst his. It's gonna say it. It's
Yeah, I
gonna
got it.
something like that.
This is Proverbs 31.
Can you read the first verse? Because
Yeah,
these women,
Yeah, kind.
I'm a Proverbs 31. Read the first verse.
10th verse or the first verse?
The words of King Lemuel, the prophecy that his mother taught him.
Yeah.
You didn't jump down to the.
No,
read it. Okay, read it. All right, come.
Yeah, give not thy strength is what he's gonna say.
This shows you why a woman is the glory of a man. Just really this chapter,
Yep.
you know? Because hey, if you think about it, what we do for Yahweh Shai, we're glorying. We're glory to Yahweh Shai, man. He's being glorified through the works that we do.
Yep.
You know?
What my son, and what the son of my womb, and what the son of my vows, give not thy strength unto women, nor thy ways to that which destroyeth kings.
Yep.
Hey, gynocentrism, man.
Yeah.
That's what this society is all about. And you see how it's all run down. It's fucked up, man. All the men emotional, you know, fagged out.
Yep.
Don't know how to, can't make rational choices. You know, impulsive behavior. That's all. It's a result of a society that's controlled and ruled by, femininity, man.
Yeah.
You know,
Gynocentrism.
Gynocentrism.
Yeah.
All right, what's the difference between impulse and repulse?
Impulsive what?
Repulsive and impulsive.
Google. Google that.
Hey.
Google that.
But to be impulsive is just to act off of
Yeah.
your instincts,
Yeah.
your fleshly instincts,
Act
Without
off.
thought.
Act
Yeah.
off.
without
emotion.
thinking, without being rational.
Repulsive is somebody somebody gives you an energy and you respond to that energy without thinking. You still vote without thinking.
Verse
But
4.
I will Google to get the perfect answer.
10. Okay. Verse 10. Who can find a virtuous woman?
That's a question. Who?
Yeah. A rhetorical question.
Like King Solomon said, out of
Yeah.
1,000 women, I
Yeah.
found one.
Oh, I'm glad you even brought that up. Because remember, he had those 1,000 women.
Yep.
700 of them
Wow.
Wow.
were his Israelitish princesses,
Kind.
and 3 of them were concubines
Concubines.
of other nations.
Kind.
When his heart started to be
Pulled away.
turned away
Gone.
into serving the gods of those other women, why didn't among those 700 wives, why wasn't there one of them to at least
Check 'em.
Yeah.
Yeah,
brisk?
kind.
You know what I'm saying? Like
Yeah.
being, you know,
Yeah.
because I mean, it still would have been out of order for
Yeah,
her
kind, to say
come,
something.
to come against them, just like Michael did with King David.
Yeah.
But at least it would have showed that she had a level of integrity.
Yeah.
You know, like, hey, you know, Lord, you know,
Kind.
you're starting to fall astray. Don't do it.
Out of one.
You know,
Kind. Yeah.
that passion, that love, that's it's starting to overtake you for these heathens. But it would have been awful if she tried to go into the scripture and be like, and you going off. Look, it says it right here, the law.
There's a way to do
you
it,
know,
bro. There's a
just
way
like
to
the
do
women
it,
do
bro.
today
Yeah,
on the
kind,
comment
kind,
boards.
kind.
Like, y'all not supposed to be dealing with the white women. It even says it in the law. You ain't supposed to be dealing with them other nation women. That's when these women love to be
Doctors of
Bible
the law.
experts.
Yeah.
When it comes to Jake talk, you know, saying that we could deal with the
Heathen.
women of other nations.
Kind.
Well, why back then when Solomon was going off, why wasn't you women in that attitude then?
They say you're not supposed to marry him.
Yeah.
It's a difference. You treat
Yeah.
them different.
But
Not-
you know,
don't
he
treat them
started
like
to
shit, but you treat them differently.
he just started to fall. You know, that burning passion overtook him. He got up in age, and you know, he started falling for those other women.
Just make it small. You know, build it small over in the corner. And before you know it, you got a freaking grove full of that shit going on. You know?
And I showed you that there's no virtuous women, man.
Kind.
Go ahead.
Who can find a virtuous woman? For her price is far above rubies. The heart of her husband doeth safely trust in her, so that he shall have no need of spoil.
Yep.
She will do him good and not evil all the days of her life.
Shit, man. These American skanks, or whatever, American skanks, they can't wait for an opportunity to get over.
Kind.
Hey, a lot of them trap you with having your baby, and then they let the baby get a couple years old, let you pay all this money, and then they won't leave and take half.
Yeah.
Like that's a real ideology. That's a real
That's a
like
come up
tactic.
here in America.
Yeah, that's a tactic that women use.
It's a hustle.
Ask these famous entertainers and athletes, man. Most of them get ran through the ringer like they show up all in heels, weave, and just dolled up. Trapping for the night, had that baby, boom. Before you know it, I ain't gonna be that way. Before you know it, they won't have. And they're taking the kids.
Like Eddie Murphy said.
Man,
Look at Neo. He got to care for a kid that even is.
Wait, the singer?
Yeah.
Oh, shit.
California.
yeah, California will make it.
Damn.
And even when they find out, they make it continue to pay.
Yeah, it's a
Fucked
man.
up, man.
Like the brother said, it's a Jake. It was on the news. He paying for a kid that he ain't even know the chick. He ain't even deal with the chick.
She just simply lied and broke.
Yeah.
And then somehow the social got on there. Crazy, bro.
That shows you that this government,
Support.
the system is really it partners up with the wife or the woman over the man. You know, it's just like when you sign that marriage certificate or whatever, you make that the state a third party
Done.
involved with your marriage.
Yeah.
So now it's like the partnership, you're actually out of that partnership. It's just the state and the wife.
Yeah.
They unify together
And they against you.
you.
Yeah, now it's just like business
Yeah.
between them.
And that's so funny is in California, you don't pay your wife's child support. You pay Esau, and Esau pays
Yep.
your wife.
Yeah.
That's how it works.
He takes his cut too, though.
Of course, Esau takes their cut.
And you make him Lord. You make him Lord over your union.
Yep.
Yeah.
Over your house. Yep.
Yeah. Esau look hurt over there, don't he?
Go ahead.
Verse 13. She seeketh wool and flax and worketh willingly with her hands. She is like the merchant's ships. She bringeth her food from afar. She riseth also while it is yet night, and giveth meat to her household, and a portion of her maidens. She considereth a field and buyeth it with the fruit of her hands.
Hey, she's thoughtful. She thought this too. Like if I get this,
She
if
got
I
her
do something
man.
with this,
She got her man in mind.
yeah.
With every
Something that's gonna
decision that she
benefit him.
does, she's thinking about him. What would he want?
Yeah.
How would he want it? What, you know?
Hey, and there's a flip side. I want to bring a quick contrast to this, right? With that virtuous woman, you got to be a virtuous man also. You can't just be a wicked ass dude. You know, that's why you give your daughters over to a man of understanding. You don't want to give them to somebody. So I got good crop with my daughters. I taught her right. I can put fear in her. She gonna reverence you. You know, the man that I give her to. But he got to be somebody that's gonna do the right thing. Can't be on some straight selfish tip. You know, he got to be trying to do the right thing as well.
Yeah,
You know,
I mean,
with the right intention. Like, just because she bought you and you got all this extra money coming in, don't mean he about to go fuck it off. He gonna want to put it toward his family, toward his household. You know, to make sure that it's running right, that everybody's taken care of. Kids need jackets and shit. It's gonna get into that.
Yeah.
It's gonna be cooler if you ain't on that agenda. You know.
the Lord's not going to give a woman of the Lord to a nigga that's just playing the Xbox, eating cereal.
Madden's on.
Yeah, you know, rolling this little, you know, blunts and shit, you know, smoking the house up.
Con.
House smell like trees all day, you know.
Season more liquor.
And more liquor.
Baby boy ass nigga.
Yeah.
Jody.
Yeah, man.
Dropping her off at work and shit.
Going back to that.
She girdeth up her loins with strength and strengthened her arms. She perceiveth that her merchandise is good, her candle goeth not out by night.
Yeah. Her light that shines from her good works. It's always on her mind to want to do the right thing. Okay? When it says she rises up early, I was about to say that, never mind, I was about to say it, right?
She laid her hands on the spindle, and her hands hold not, it's like it, her hands hold the distaff.
And here's the thing, the word woman means servant, okay? So as a good servant, any good servant is like, their hands is always moving. They always producing something with their hands, putting something together, fixing on something, creating something.
Mm-hmm.
And that's what a good, virtuous woman will do. She's always, let me hop up and do this. Ain't no lazy good women, man. You can't be lazy and a good woman. Them two don't go together. If you ain't like, let me make sure everybody eat. Okay, everybody ate,
proactive.
everything clean. You gotta be proactive with it. You gotta have the intention on getting the next thing done.
One of the ways to know that a man has a lazy ass wife, or she brings no value to the table, is if that man is constantly in situations where she could be used to be like a pillar, like a support system for him. He feel like he doesn't have any support. You know what I'm saying? He's always he's not, you know, groomed up and well dressed. He has no energy. You know, you can see that he's physically health wise, he's just falling apart because she just feeding him bullshit. She ain't cooking for him. He losing all weight. He losing all type of weight. You know what I'm saying? You go to his house, shit is all fucked up all over the place, man. You know, things ain't right. Dishes not right, washed.
That shit.
Clothes all over the place. The dirty ass Pampers just sitting on the counter, man.
Imagine a man coming home from work all day and he see that.
Yeah.
He gonna be fucking depressed.
Yeah,
Man.
then he going
Stressed out.
I'm gonna tell you the real truth. He ain't gonna want to go home.
Exactly.
Kind. That's what I was just about to
he's
say.
He
never
don't want to go home.
Yeah, he's never home.
So you gonna find something new.
Man.
He happy to get overtime.
Quick testimony. A family friend seemed to be a cool woman, whatever. Our family knew, whatever. She said she met this lady that worked at her church. She said she knew that she had to be at church from like 6 in the morning to like 6 in the evening, but her husband was at work, right? So she said she got up, she went to bed early the night before in the afternoon, got all her rest, got up at like midnight and started cooking his food. So by the time he got home at 3 in the afternoon or whatever time he got off, his food would be hot and ready, right? Because she would be